here, which is very cool. Also, very cool having someone here to talk about some great smiles. Yeah, so look at that ear-to-ear smile. Look how bright and shiny that is. Stephanie Mohan is here from Plaza Dental Group talking about your dental work. And so we're just chatting a little bit about some of the things that we're going through dental-wise. I just recently came from a routine cleaning.
Fabulous.
Okay, which is nice. It's about time. And they keep trying to, just like the third or fourth time, the group that I go to trying to talk me into getting a night guard.
Yes.
Okay, and I have a security system at my home, so I'm not so sure I need a night guard.
Right.
They're called dogs. But
okay, so let me back up and address something you just said. So they're trying to talk you into it. Why do you think they're trying to talk you into it?
Because they want to make more money on me.
Which is commonly thought, right? But here's what's really great. Like and this is a big commentary on Iowa. The dentists in Iowa are unbelievable. We get trained well. We know each other really well. I mean, like, there just aren't big jerks that are trying to talk you into stuff out there. I mean, like, this is really a good point to make, though, because I mean, a lot of people think they're really skeptical that we are trying to talk you into something. And so the conversation that we had was, why would they try and talk you into something that might potentially bring them less money in the future? Because you're not going to be breaking teeth, you're not going to be, like having trouble down the road.
I have some crowns and stuff, and I've switched over from the porcelain crown to an all gold one now. Oh, because they said you're
definitely grinding your teeth.
So, you must be a dentist.
I must be.
Yeah, how about that? But that's the reason why. Yeah. And then they did that, and then they go, we still think you might need this night guard.
Well, because, I mean, if we put something in your mouth and it breaks, we feel terrible. But if you're putting tremendous pressure, so the great thing about a night guard, during normal chewing and functioning during the day, you can put about 100 to 150 pounds of pressure on your teeth, like at any given point. So they can measure that, right? That's really easy, just to, so which sounds like a lot, get like a human being sitting on your teeth, right? And so at night, your proprioception, or your reflexes, if you will, turn off. So that, like, if you bite into something hard, like another tooth, in your own mouth, then your reflex doesn't automatically kick in, where your mouth would come apart, right? Yeah. And so that turns off. You can put up to 1,000 pounds of pressure on your teeth at night. So you can do some serious damage to your teeth at night. So when we see a lot of wear, it's not from normal everyday chewing, it's from that really hard grinding when you don't have any fail-safe mechanism going on.
Now, these are some of the most powerful muscles in your body, right?
Yes, absolutely. And enamel is the hardest substance in the whole body. So, I mean, if you can do damage to enamel, you're doing something really serious.
Okay.
Yeah. People pull cars with their teeth.
They do. I've seen it on the TV.
Yeah.
They wear it at
That's not good for your teeth.
That's probably not good for your teeth.
So what?
Don't do that.
No, what does this all entail then? If people need to get these, because if they're breaking teeth or chipping teeth or cracking teeth.
Or have headaches, right? In the morning, that's one of the symptoms.
A lot of people wake up. Well, think about it. If you did this all night long, this muscle would be on fire when you woke up, right? Yeah. So these muscles and the head, you shouldn't wake up with a headache. That's when you're the most relaxed. It shouldn't happen. So if those muscles fire all night long, a lot of people wake up with a headache and they don't realize that that's what it's from. And there can be other things involved, clearly, but I mean, we think that we go into this rest state, but sometimes it's not very restful.
Is this a stress thing, or is it just who knows why?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different things. It can be stress, but sometimes it's the stress of people actually grind their teeth to wake themselves up when they can't breathe. So if somebody has really bad sleep apnea, so they're kind of doing this to open the airway to try and breathe. So that's kind of an interesting thing too. There's all these things. So sleep studies are more and more common now. So a lot of people, hook up to all the electrodes and they sleep. And I feel Italian today. I'm kind of gesturing.
They sleep, but they have the electrodes.
And so then they're finding out more and more things that happen while we sleep, including the grinding, the wear.
I would worry, to be honest, I would worry about inhaling the mouth guard.
No, not possible.
Really?
No, I mean, as big as your airway probably is, it's not that big.
Yeah, and yours is big, Lou. I've had one of these before, and I don't think I seem to have stopped grinding my teeth, but I didn't have any trouble with it. I mean,
it's not terrible. No.
Yeah, well, I never grind my teeth until I worked with somebody down at the desk here.
That's very clear that would be the cause. So stress, right?
Okay, yeah.
So, but it's a small cost compared to even breaking one tooth.
Okay, speaking of cost, what will it cost for something like this?
Well, I mean, so here's the thing: you can get a mouth guard that you boil and bite into at the drugstore or something like that. Most people hate them because they're not custom fit.
The old football mouth guards.
Yeah, the old football mouth guards.
That's what I'm picturing in my mind.
No. They're very custom fit. So we take an impression, a really accurate impression of your teeth, and
then that clay stuff.
Yeah, but it's gotten better.
Okay.
So it's, I mean, and
was down on
in our office, we actually take digital scans too. So I mean, we just take pictures or digital pictures of the teeth.
I'm gonna come over to your place then.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So, so I mean, mouth guards can run like $500 up to like a sleep apnea guard or a sleep apnea appliance can be like up to $2,500. But it's, I mean, and you can get them for less, but you want something that's a very high quality because you're going to use it for a long time. You're going to sleep in it a lot. I mean, it's sort of like your mattress. You want to spend some good money on that.
Right. It's understandable too. Now, important question.
Yeah.
What about insurance?
Sometimes insurance
will cover this.
Right. So insurance. I'm going to make a lot of enemies here, but their main goal is to pay as little as possible. They take in premiums, they pay back.
No, you're telling the truth.
They pay back less. I mean, so they take in more, they pay back less. That's profit.
That's how they make money.
That's how they make money. So it's insurance has a tendency to not pay for a lot of additional things. So sometimes they do if it's a good insurance policy and they actually want to help people.
You're really making enemies.
And sometimes they don't. No. But a lot of times, I mean, insurance people do want to help people. But I mean, like a lot of times they don't. They won't cover things. It's very. When I started dentistry 18 years ago, when I started in practice, like a lot. I mean, they would cover a lot, and there were only a few plans. Now there are thousands of plans, so it's very hard to know. Whatever.
But research. Do your own research.
Pick up the phone, call them, find out. Yeah. So.
All right. And how long does it take to get one of these things if they have to be custom?
It doesn't take. I mean, a couple weeks. It's not something that's super crazy long. So.
All right, so you would recommend it?
Well, I think it's really important if your dentist sees signs of wear on your teeth. It's a great thing. It can really help out.
And it's going to save you a lot of trouble.
It saves you a ton of money and trouble. Right. Yeah, I mean, nobody likes to break teeth, but most people will say, "Oh, I was eating bread when I broke my tooth." Well, it's really not the bread; it's the continued, nighttime grinding on those teeth.
That's cheaper than a crown.
It's a lot cheaper than a crown.
A mouth guard is cheaper than a crown. They're really expensive.
I never thought about that, but you're right. Because I've had a couple of those
crowns
on.
Versus the mouth guard,
that's what I mean. If you break one tooth,
true.
you actually, and it really does. It makes a huge difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You might have talked me into it.
You know what? I'm not trying to talk you into it, but I do think you'll spend less in the future if you.
Okay. Well, I'm all about that.
Yeah,
everybody knows that. So.
I know.
Well, good. Well, good information. Now, if people want to get more information about this or anything else, dental-wise.
Yeah. Our office is on Jordan Creek Parkway, so I mean, a lot of people use the internet, but really the best thing is talking to your dentist.
Just go on in. Okay.
Yeah. Talk to them. Give us a call. Go to our website, dmsmiles.com. We like to talk to people and educate them and
perfect
help them out.
Excellent. Good job. Yeah. Good information. Thank you
so much.
It is 9:23. We'll be right back. You're watching Great Day Live.